Welcome back, guys. I've decided I'm going to set myself a challenge, start a new campaign, and it's going to be the most difficult challenge that I've tried so far. So, transport capacity 0. Now, the main thing that this will do is if I take transport losses, the penalty is permanent because I won't be replenishing them. So the most important thing in this campaign will be to protect my convoys. I don't know how easy I'll be able to do that, but I think Austro-Hungarian Empire is probably the easiest one to protect because they've only got one sea zone. So yeah, that'll make things a little bit easier. The next thing is I'll only go up to maximum 75% tech budget, so I don't win the tech race. I think 75 is around about spot on for what the AI does. So I reckon with them two challenges, this will be a much more close affair with the AI than putting them two both at max. Okay, now I don't believe that it matters which ship you use to protect your trade, your convoys. I don't think it makes any difference. I don't actually know. It's impossible to tell. But the one thing that does make a difference is the range. So I think if I just build a power projection ship, just the standard power projection ship, that'll be also my convoy protection ship. So it can go out, pick a fight, come back, protect the ports. So that will be the job of the convoy protection of the power projection. So highest draft and lowest beam is the best way to get power projection. It gives you the worst accuracy, but we're not really going to be using this in battles themselves. Obviously max range as well, so max range, min beam, max draft. That is the way forward. So you can put it down to 16 knots because we're not using it in combat. And let's have a read. Decreases available tonnage, available machinery, increases cost. Sorry, engines machinery. Yeah. Nothing there about mission generation, so or convoy protection. So I reckon minimum speed is fine. It'll save some weight and some cost. So I'll be able to build more of them. I don't think any of this is important because I won't really be using it in battle. Now, iron plates. Compound is the best power projection option. So that's what we'll be going for. Right, in terms of guns, I don't really... You get the best cash for power projection ratio with the armor. So I might just go for the 9-inch barrels. put some point defense on just in case I do end up using it in combat. Okay, and then spend the rest on armor. Just going to reduce these, save a bit of weight and lower the flash fire chance. Okay, I think that is good enough. So that's the power projection ship. Then we're going to go for our usual torpedo design. Come on. Now, engine efficiency is going to be a problem until I get induced boilers, which is going to be a very long time until I get that. I need fast torpedoes. There's absolutely no point in using torpedoes without fast torpedoes. So that is one thing I'm going to need to get. Right. So I could take 8 torpedoes. Looks like 31.6 is around about the correct amount. I'm going to end up with a little bit too much weight left over. But I reckon when I start unlocking some tech and refitting it, then I'll want that weight. And you can't change your displacement size once you've built the ship. So you can't refit a displacement size. So even though I'm going to be left with a bit of weight, I suppose I could. Maybe not. So that'll just put my displacement up too high. Oops, hold on. So yeah, I think what I'll just do is leave it as it is. I mean, I could put the range on, but I don't see any reason that I'd do that. Okay, so we've got a 4-weight offset, so we just need to fix that. Right, I'm going to have to move it further and put the torpedoes in between. Not sure if I'm going to be able to, I'm probably not. So, oh, I can. Very nice. That's pretty much spot on. There we go, and I'll just save the weight for when I unlock some new tech. Oh yeah, it'd help if I actually built them, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to build the power projection ships at the start, because they take so long to build, and then once the game's started I can build some torpedo boats. Right then. So I just want to check something. Okay, so limited is an option. So I just want to move these ships out. And then move them back in again, because in my last campaign I lost the ability to use limited, and I wasn't sure if it had something to do with being in a war. You can't choose limited when you're in a war, or if it had something to do with when you move your ships out. So it's probably being in a war that's the problem. Or at least I assume that's the case. Okay, I'm not going to be able to pick a fight with the British, I haven't got enough ships. So we're going to try and upset the French. Shouldn't be too difficult. So we've got negative with the French, so let's have a quick look. -12, so it'll be a while. But, right, the one thing that I need is fast torpedo propulsion. So that is the only tech that I'm going to prioritise in this campaign. Without it, the battles are just really frustrating. So that's the only one that I'm actually going to prioritise. Everything else I'll just leave it as it is. So technically I could build the ships now and then refit them. I think I'm just going to wait until I've actually got the fast propulsion. Okay, I might build some more power projection ships. I've got 9 million. So I'm just going to build some more of them. So I'm going to need them for convoy defense as well. So every time I get naval budget increase, I'm going to take that over GDP, because I'm pretty damn certain that that is the better tech. Oh, I've already designed the torpedo boat. Idiot. Forgot I did it at the start. So refit this. Put the fast torpedoes on. I don't think I've got anything else. I know that I got this, but I don't think I got anything else. Right, so I am going to need to build this and then refit them, because the build doesn't work on a refit, which in my opinion is pretty dumb, but it is what it is. So I'm going to take this back off torpedo propulsion now and just let it increase naturally. Right, let's have a look at my finances. 54 million, 2.6. So 2.6 and then 54 million. So two of them, 8. Yeah, 10, 40. So two more, 42. Hmm. $54. So 100, 100. My brain's not working. About 120, a little bit more than 120. Right, we've got... That's weird. You don't get that very often. In the Western Mediterranean. Oh, sorry, that's the Western, of course it is. The Eastern Mediterranean is what I was looking at. So this is the strange thing, is Irish Sea. Why? I'm not in the Irish Sea. The French haven't got a port in the Irish Sea, unless Brest counts. I think it's Brest, yeah. So why on earth am I getting tensions with the French, where they haven't got a port and I haven't got any ships? Makes no sense whatsoever. Right, I think I am going to build another 20. Yeah, I'll build another 25. I'm pretty sure that is the correct amount. So I've just had another 20 million, so I've got plenty of funds now. If I wanted, I could build another 50 torpedo boats. But I think at the moment I've got 163, that should be enough. So 30, 60, 120, 180. I might build another 17, just so it's 180. And I can have six squads of 30. Right, so we can go to war. We can delay it until we get the torpedo boats, but I think I'll just go to war. I'll survive with the power projection ships for the time being. Should have read that to see who everyone's allied with, but too late. Okay, so I'm going to bring these back. These are going to guard the ports, guard the shipping. I've got some torpedo boats ready to design, so refit, sorry, not design. So I could send these out. There's a bug at the moment where if they're at sea, they refit. So I'm just going to send them out, and then I'll refit them. They should refit while they're at sea. Okay, and then I'll just need to refit the others as they come available. So it looks like we've got a couple of mothballed battleships. Got some mothballed torpedo boats as well. So I'll just unmothball everything. Interesting. Why did I have a mothballed ship then? What are these doing up here? I thought I put them in order. Oops, they're battleships. Right then. So they're gonna do a good job of convoy protection, I think. Don't think I need to build any more. Interesting, we're at war with the British, so looks like they allied with the French and dragged us into a war. It's fine by me, because I wanted to be at war with the British. Okay, time to send out these torpedo boats. So 16%, that's 1/6. 20%, come on. Looks like 20 is not available. Ah, idiot. Right, yeah. I forgot that it selects the ones on top. Right, I'll do that afterwards. You can't select the ones underneath, it automatically selects the ones on top, unfortunately. So this will have to be 80%. And then the next one, %75. Next one, 66. Then 50. And then the remaining 50. Right then. So for some reason the French aren't sending their ships out round here. I don't know if they've just got them all up here in a death stack. They've got one there, they've got a few there, some in the port, there and there. And they've got nothing around here. So I'm just going to send one up at a time. Otherwise they'll combine as they're going through the Gibraltar Strait. Well, that was silly of him, throwing out a battleship on his own. So, normally I do a screen audit, but that's usually when I'm facing a fleet. If I'm just facing an individual ship, may as well just use a follow audit. So if you manually click on your target, your torpedo tubes will track them, even when they're outside of torpedo range. If you don't do that, they won't track them until they get into torpedo range. So that's a little trick. So a bit unfortunate with the first one, but he doesn't seem to be shooting at this one. He's going for the ship behind, so he's changed his target now. We've landed a couple of torpedoes there. Unfortunately, I think I was travelling a bit too fast for them ones to fire. Yeah, they're not managing to let loose with all the torpedoes. Oh, idiot. It's because I haven't got them all on the centre line. I've only got 4 on either side. I'd forgotten that I'd started a new campaign. Oh dear, what am I like? So yeah, I lost 3, but I took out a battleship, so it's perfectly acceptable odds. Well, look at that doom stack. That's ridiculous. Well, I'll fight it, but I don't really want to. Hopefully my PC will be able to handle it. So I will probably lose all my torpedo boats here. So I'll just see how many of the enemy I can take down with me. So this time, because I'm facing a fleet, I'm going to use the screen order. That way all my ships will spread out, but also remain quite close to me. Where on a follow line, the back ones would be lagging behind. Yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath, especially with only 0.6 range. Chance of me actually getting into range to fire these torpedoes is incredibly slim. I've landed a couple. Look at how many there are. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's incredibly tough to control a battle like this when it's jerking around. Can't move the camera properly, can't select things properly. It's just a mess when there's this many ships. I think I'm just gonna change the graphics settings now. But also, I think it's likely that my recording equipment's going to fail, because it usually does on battles of this scale. So I'm going to end the episode here, and then I'll pick up on the after battle, or once the battle calms down a little bit. So cheers for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.